Our first film, Salvador, is loosely based on tragic events in Latin America during the early part of this decade. Right-wing death squads murdered thousands, including an archbishop and 4 United States nuns. Salvador, like Under Fire and the killing fields before it, argues that America is guilty of complicity in those kinds of murders because our government always seems to back anyone who is simply anti-communist. That's an arguable position. It's been argued many times, but this movie argues it awkwardly and with many, many embarrassing scenes that belong maybe in a comedy, but not in a political track. Here, the film's central figure, a freelance photographer played by James Wood, delivers the movie's message to U.S. officials.
You've been lying about the number of advisors here. You've been lying about the trainers here in TDY.
Bullshit.
You've been lying about switching so-called humanitarian assistance money to Salvadorian military coffers. And you've been lying, saying that this war can be won militarily, which it can't.
Of course it can.
Oh.
Hey, now, calm down, Boyle. I'm sorry, Dudley.
Now, I'm not going to listen to this wino journalist left-wing commie crap, Jack. Now, we know where this guy's sympathies lie. I don't even see what we're talking to.
Look, Richard, right. You saw Marty. Now, we know they're starting some kind of an offensive.
Hey, I'm not a fucking spy for you guys. Left-wing colonel? Well, maybe. But I'm not a communist. And you guys never, ever seem to be able to tell the difference.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, it's a fact.
The body count runs high in the film as James Woods and his photographer friend John Savage trail the death squads. Savage is desperately concerned with getting risky close-up photographs.
Oh, motherfucker! Believe this? John, no!
Well, did the music tip you off as to what was going to happen? I think it sure did. That scene doesn't make much sense because if you think about it, all he got was a shot of a plane. It could be anywhere, anybody's plane. And there's a lot I don't like about Salvador, a lot more. The film celebrates photographers and takes easy pot shots at TV correspondents. The film equates the U.S. Border Patrol with right-wing death squads at the end in a wild finale. And the film includes a totally unnecessary character, a doped-up disc jockey played by Jim Belushi, who runs around either acting like a drunken fool or a scared fool. Of course, Salvador means well, but it just isn't executed well.
See, I think you missed the entire point of the movie by even starting out to talk about it as a political film. You almost make it sound like Latino or one of those films like this. This is not a political film per se. It has a lot of politics in it, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a movie about these two guys, Belushi and Woods, who go down to South America, and their story. It's a story of human people, of people who go into this, plunge into this situation. It's total chaos. They're irresponsible, immature, drugged half of the time. They don't know what they're doing. Nobody around them knows what they're doing.
So does that make it a good movie?
Yes, it does. It makes it a very interesting movie of these characters and what they go through.
Gee, Roger, I tell you, there is so much politics here and so much newsreel footage. I mean, the director is giving us cues all the way. Even the opening credits are using in newsreel fashion. I think that
the opening credits are newsreel fashion. The opening credits are a newsreel style of a scene that stays later in the movie. The remarkable thing about this movie is that it doesn't have any newsreel footage in it. The entire movie was staged in a very, very effective way.
No, I said newsreel style. In other words, I'm telling you that this movie is loaded with politics. That speech we heard.
What's wrong with a movie that's loaded with politics?
Nothing. Under Fire is great, and The Killing Fields is great, and The Year of Living Dangerously is great.
And this
one isn't.
This movie isn't great, but it's good. It's got a lot of politics in it. It's got some interesting characters in it. They all.
I thought the Belushi character belonged maybe on Saturday Night Live, but not in this movie.
I have a feeling that people like that are just the kinds of people who would get into a car and drive to Salvador because that's where the action is.
No way.